Welcome all to my YouTube channel Shweta Gupta Chemistry Classes. So we are doing in class 11 the first chapter of chemistry, some basic concepts of chemistry, and in that we are covering the topic classification of matter. That is, we are dividing matter into two types or classify them into two types: physical classification and chemical classification. So we have covered earlier physical classification, that is on the basis of physical state of matter. They are of three types: solid, liquids and gases. So today's topic is chemical classification of matter. So we divide matter into two types, that is pure substances and mixtures. If this time if we forget about chemistry and generally talk about pure substance, we say that it is RO water, it is pure water. So pure water is the one with no impurity, with no dust, with no harmful chemicals in that. So that is generally pure substance. Whenever we talk about mixtures, what are mixtures? Mixtures, example, if you take the example of namkeen in your house. So namkeen is made by mixing so many some substances, tasty substances are mixed together to make the mixture. So now if we come to chemistry now. So what are generally pure substances and mixtures? Pure substances are those materials containing only one substance. When the material contain only one substance, then they are pure substances. And the just opposite will be that when the material contain more than one substance, then they are not pure and are known as mixtures. Now we divide pure substances into two types. First one is element and another one is compound. When we talk about elements are the pure substances. Here I have taken the example of sodium. If here you all know that sodium element is made up of atoms, many atoms combined together. So sodium element is made up of atoms and all the atoms are identical. It is made up of only one kind of atom. The way this atom is, the way this will be. The way these two are, the way this will be. So all the atoms are identical in all the respect. So elements are those pure substances which are made up of only one kind of particle, that is atom or molecule. So here element is made up of only one kind of atom. So it is a pure substance. Now on the basis of the physical property, and chemical properties, physically how they look and chemical properties how they react. So depending upon the physical and chemical properties, there are three types of elements. You all know what are elements now. Made up of only one type of atom. All these atoms are identical in all the respects. Now on the basis of physical and chemical property, elements are of three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Metals, you have studied in class 10th these three things. Metals are those which can donate electron, which lose electrons. Non-metals are those which gains electrons. And the third category is metalloid. Metalloids are those which has the property of both the metal and the non-metal. Now, if we talk about the physical properties, what will be the physical property? Metals are malleable, ductile, sonorous. They conduct heat and electricity. Heat and electricity. You know the examples of metals: copper, gold, silver. Again, non-metals. Non-metals are just opposite of metals. So you write just opposite of metals. So non-metals will be non-sonorous, non-ductile, non-malleable, will not conduct heat and electricity. Examples of non-metals you all know: oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, chlorine, all these are non-metals. Metalloids are those which show the property of both or possess the characteristic of both the metals and non-metals. Example are silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. All these are the examples of metalloids. Now we'll be coming to compounds. Compounds are those pure substances which are made up of two or more elements. Here, water is a compound. It is made up of two elements. These two elements are combined in a fixed ratio by mass. So, compounds are those pure substances which are made by combining two or more elements in a fixed ratio by mass. So here if we take the example of water, then water is a compound made up of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Here all the atoms of hydrogen are same and all the atoms of oxygen are same. So they are made up of same atoms. When you combine these two elements, then hydrogen, how many atoms are there? 2. And generally it is how much? 1. And for oxygen it is 16. So if you take out the ratio between these two, so for hydrogen it is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. Ratio you are taking. Oxygen it is 16 is to 16. So 2 is to 16. So the ratio is 1 is to 8. So here in water, hydrogen and oxygen will always be combined in 1 is to 8 ratio by mass. So these are compounds. Now compounds are again of two types, organic and inorganic. Organic compounds are those which are made by combining carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, and they are obtained by plants and animals. They are those compounds which you extract from plants and animals, while inorganic compounds are made up from the elements, 118 elements you have in your periodic table. So these inorganic compounds are obtained by combining any of the elements from the periodic table, that is any of the 118 elements in a periodic table. Now these were obtained from plants and animals, while inorganic compounds are obtained from rocks and minerals. Inorganic compounds are obtained from rocks and minerals. Organic compounds are obtained from plants and animals. Organic compounds are formed by combining carbon, hydrogen and oxygen generally, and inorganic any 2 or 3 elements from the out of 118 elements in the periodic table. So this much we are going to do today. Thank you and have a nice day.